never die. Never die.
Fuck you. All right, it is Monday. It is 2:19. You might be wondering, why is this podcast out so late? What's going on? Well, my schedule has changed and all that fucking good bullshit, so I have a little more time to do it during the middle of the day. So, got a whole bunch of shit done that I needed this morning, and goddamn, it took forever. Goddamn, it was a whole bunch of hurry up and wait. But it is what it is. But before I get into today's podcast, I want to thank Blackstone Labs for sponsoring this podcast. You can get 20% off your entire order at blackstonelabs.com. Get 20% off your order at checkout with promo code B to the fourth power at checkout. All right, it's blackstonelabs.com. 20% off your entire order, B to the fourth power at checkout. Also to C&H Concrete, serving the San Francisco Bay Area. You need that concrete work done. You need patios, driveways, walkways, fucking foundations, whatever you think you might need that involves concrete, they can take care of. All right, C&H Concrete. They also do roofing and landscaping. Get that free estimate. Just mention the Angry Dad and they'll take care of you. All their information in the bottom, in the notes. Go check them out. They'll take care of you. C&H Concrete. So let's get into today's podcast. I talked a little bit on Friday about kids and stuff like that. Well, you know what? Let's see. I'm saying because I'm trying to fucking say it right, do it right, and all that fucking good shit. But sometimes you just can't fucking spit it out. But it is what it fucking is. On Sunday night, went to go pick up my son from his mom, and when I went to go pick him up, I had to have a heart-to-heart conversation with him. I had to have a long, drawn-out conversation. And when I have these long, drawn-out conversations, they don't like it. They don't want to hear it, but it is what it is. But the thing is kids need these. Kids need heart-to-hearts. You need to explain to them what's going on in this world? What is going on in life? Why things are the way they are? All right. I had to talk about my son about his grades. I had to talk about his stuff at school, and obviously he doesn't want to hear. Obviously he doesn't want to deal with it. Obviously he doesn't want to fucking listen to what I got to fucking say. But the thing is I have to make sure he listens. He opens his ears and hears what I got to say about school, about grades, about what's going on and why he needs to do this. A lot of kids when they're having trouble in school or they're just dealing with stuff or just going from house to house. There's a wide range of things that go on when you go to school. All right. When I was young, I didn't do well in school. I didn't do at all well in school. I was the worst kind of fucking student you can have. I was just more there to just be there with my friends than anything else. But the thing is as I grew up, as I grown, I seen the value of it now. Unfortunately, it was too late for me. I already did the damage. I already did the things. I fucked up. I fucked up an awful lot. But the thing is I seen the value later. And the thing is kids can't see the value of anything right now. They can't see what the worth is now. But the thing is if you don't teach them these things now, no one was there to tell me what the value of what I was learning was. All right. I didn't know. I didn't know. I just kind of, this is what I have to do because I'm a kid and this is what I'm supposed to do because I'm a fucking kid and this is where they send kids during the daytime to go to school, to learn these things. I didn't know I needed to learn. I didn't know I needed to pay attention. I just didn't care. All right. Like I said, it took, the school failed me in so many different ways, but I also failed it because I didn't try. I didn't give a fuck. I thought it was a waste of time. But nowadays, it's not a waste of time. There's not many jobs out there. There's a lot of jobs, all right, that are labor intensive, that require no education. You just need to be a body and show up to work. And guess what my profession is? That. I am a person who works labor intensive jobs. I've worked hours upon hours upon hours just because I chose a different path. And this is the thing, is I don't want this for my kids. I don't want this for them. I don't want what I have to do on a daily basis for them. I don't want them to have to stress on work. I don't want them to have to stress on money. I don't want them to have any of the fucking things that I have in my life now. You always want better for your kids. But the thing is where I see my kids failing, where I see my kids falling short, where I see my kids doing these things, I try my hardest to make sure I wake them up. I show them, I teach them, I tell them, look, if you don't want to be like me and you want to be better and you want to do things easier, you want to have a great life, well, guess what? Education is the first start. This is your jumping point to your world. This is the jumping point to life. This is the jumping point that's going to push you in any direction you want to go to. Because once you finish high school, you can go in any direction because the world is your oyster. You just got to make sure you crack that son of a bitch open. All right. And this is the point. This is the proving point. These are the beginnings of years of your life where you're going to be able to enjoy yourself. grow a little, live a little, all that good stuff. But the thing is you got to work it now. You got to learn these things now. Everything they teach you in school might be stupid. It might be boring. It might not be what you want. But the thing is you need to do this now so you can do what you want in your life. You need to set yourself up on that platform. You need to set yourself on the ability to do what you want in this world. But it's going to take this education. Like I said, I tell my kids, they just need to do their job. And their job is to go to school. Their job is to do this. All right. I don't put any other stress on them in the world. All right. They might have to do a chore here or there, but there is no distraction that's in there to stop them. You know, my son was, school's stupid. I'm like, look, that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse to fail. That's not an excuse to let things be the way they are. You actually need to make sure you're doing this work. You need to make sure you're doing these things. And look, he's giving me every bad excuse that you can think of. All right. And the thing is he's just like brushing it off like it ain't nothing. But the thing is, I make sure I tell him, I make sure I show him how important it is for me to make sure that he's doing this and why he's doing this and explaining it to him. Like, look, this is your jumping point. This is what you need to do. Look, in anything you want to do in this world, I'm going to help you. I'm going to be here for you. I'm going to be every step of the way of your life to make sure that you need advice. I'm here. You need answers. I'm here. I'm going to do what I can for you to make sure that you can succeed. You just need to let me know what you need. If you have trouble with a class, you have trouble with a school, you have trouble with a teacher, guess what? Everything I'm going to do to make sure you succeed, I'm going to talk to that teacher. I'm going to go to the school. I'm going to make sure the class is right. I'm going to make sure that you get it. You need tutoring. You need expertise. You need something that's beyond me. I'm going to fucking get it. I don't give a fuck how much it costs. I don't give a fuck what I got to fucking do. I don't give a fuck who I got to beat the fuck up. All right. I'm going to make sure that you have the ability to do what you want with your life, to do what you want in this world. All right. But it's up to them. And a lot of times this is not explained to kids. This is not shown to kids. It's just expected. All right. These things are just expected. They don't fucking know better. They don't know what the fuck. All they know is, look, I want to make my parents proud. I don't want to disappoint them. And I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my life. All right. One thing I always tell my kids is think about what you want. What do you want to do? And look, there's no crazy ideas. There's no fucking wrong fucking answers. It just is what it is. Whatever they want to do, look, that's the direction you push them. You see them, going in a direction that's like electronics, all right, or animals, or sports, or whatever it is. You got to kind of coast them in that way. Help them. Give them the ability to wake up and be like, I like this. I like doing this. I enjoy this. Well, guess what? There's a school for that. There's teachings for that. You can inspire to do that. You could take these classes, but you got to take care of high school first. You got to take care of this information first. You got to take care of these abilities that you're going through right now, because if you do not, you're going to fall short and have to do this later down the life and push down what you want to do with your life further down the road. All right. I'm not saying you need to rush into what you need to do. And I'm not saying you need to rush into life and your career and all that stuff. It takes time to develop that. But the thing is, the jumping point is school. Jumping point is high school. You need to figure this out, and this is why I had this conversation with him. Like I said, he's just ignoring me. He doesn't want to pay attention. But I just keep repeating myself. I keep reiterating how important this is and how important it is to me. Not just school being important, but him to be successful. Him to be successful in the point where he can do what he wants with his life. All right. I'm not sitting there screaming at him and telling him that you need to do this, you need to do that, otherwise this is going to happen. No, it's look, this is important. This is why it's important. I've went through this situation and unfortunately I messed up in this situation. But the thing is, you don't need to mess up because I'm here to help you. Whatever it is you need help with, I'm going to give it to you. You just got to let me know what you need or where the problem's at or the issue that you're having. Because if you don't speak up to me, then I don't know. I just think things are okay. And when I see bad grades and when I see things slipping, I'm going to question you on that. And of course you're going to clam up because you don't want to hear what I have to say. But the thing is, I'm on you and I'm telling you these things because they're important. And the reason they're important is because I want to make sure that you can have a happy life later down the road and not have to worry and stress and have to redo all these things over again when you could already had them done. You get these things done now and you don't got to worry about it later in life. And that's the one thing about high school. Look, you need to have fun. You need to go with your friends. You need to do all these things, but also too, make sure you do your job. Make sure you're doing your part. Making sure that you can handle what's going on, because if you can't handle it, well, I'm going to be here to help you. Help you find a way to handle it. Help you figure out a way to take care of it. Figure out a way to get these things done. And that's why I had this conversation with my son. And like I said, I'm not yelling at him, I'm not screaming. I'm not telling him he needs to bring home straight A's, straight B. Look, you bring me the best that you can bring me because that's what I want. All I want is 100% you. I don't need 100% out of life. I need 100% out of you because if you show me the dedication, you show me the work, you show me that you're trying your best, that's all I want. And that's what makes me proud because you're trying. And he's, like I said, he's just ignoring me. He understands. He gets it. I can see it in his eyes that he's picking it up. But the thing is, he didn't want to hear it. But you got to have these uncomfortable conversations. You got to make sure that the kids understand. All right, I had him trapped in the car for about a good 30 minutes, and we had a 30-minute conversation about this. And at the end of that ride, I jumped out, I gave him a hug, told him I love him, and look, I'm here for you. You just need to let me know what you need. And don't be scared to fucking ask me because I'm your dad, and no matter what the fuck is going on, I'm going to fucking take care of you. I don't give a fuck what's going on, how bad shit is, or what the fuck is going on in your life. I will help you correct it. I will help you fix it. I'll help you patch up the situation. I will help you. And as a parent, as a father, this is what we do. It's guidance. It is guidance. It's to make sure that you show your failures and show them where they can improve. And when you see them failing and when you see them struggling, you just don't fucking, fend for your fucking self. No. What do you need help with? I'm going to help you with that. I'm going to take care of that. We're going to talk about this. We're going to figure this the fuck out. And guess what? That's how success is built. All right. I know I might be a harsh father. I know I might be, overbearing and always worrying and always questioning everything. But the thing is, that's what a parent does. Because if we didn't do it, then we wouldn't give a fuck. And you'd be doing whatever the fuck you want in this life and being a loser and fucking just fucking up. But that's not what I want for them. I want what I wanted. I want a nice, cushy life where I can enjoy things and not worry about a goddamn fucking thing. Instead, I wake up every fucking day, punch the fucking clock just like everybody else, and do what I'm supposed to do. Do what I have to do to make sure I take care of them and take care of everything else. And that's the thing. You don't need to do that. You can have the life you want. Do the things you want to do. Not stress off of shit. And all you got to do is start off with school. You give yourself a good healthy start and you get it done and you fucking show it and guess the fuck what? That's how life is built. All right? I missed out on that because I didn't know better. My mom worked 3 fucking jobs to take care of me, my brother and my sister, my grandma, my uncle. Look, she had a lot on her fucking plate and I do not blame her for any of the stuff that I've ever done because those were my choices. I fucked up and you know what? I've learned to live with it. But the thing is all the advice my mom gave me, I now give my kids. And the reason I give it to her because it was right. It was right. She was always right. And you know what? It is what it is. I'm just trying to pass down the knowledge. I'm just trying to pass down the facts. And I just want to make sure that people out there are really talking to their fucking kids, teaching them. Have that fucking heart to heart. Because you know that heart to heart can go a long fucking way. And just don't do one. You need to make sure you're doing this shit quite fucking often. The more the better because then you'll know. They'll know. They'll know that you love them. They'll know they're there to take care of them. They know that they can count on you. And that's why we have these heart-to-hearts. All right? So this is the Angry Motherfucking Dad. Enjoy your motherfucking week. It's fucking Monday. Like I said, a little bit of a late start. Schedule change and all that fucking good shit, but it is what it is. Also, too, I was just listening to Terrible Terror Podcast doing Drag Me to Hell. Look, go listen to it. Go support it. Terrible Terror Podcast. Drag Me to Hell. He also just got done doing Ashtober. So if you love Evil Dead, make sure you go check it all the fuck out because those are my favorite fucking movies right off top. So make sure, go check out Terrible Terror Podcast. Enjoy your motherfucking week. I'll see y'all motherfuckers on Wednesday. Fuck.